It's time to break down the build, man. I've never really broke down this build for anybody, never really talked about it like that. I mean, I tell people, how much it's cost, and there are a lot of people in the biking world who knows how much this shit costs. But to break this build down, it's pretty yeesh. First things first, I bought the frame. Just the frame. I got a good deal on the frame. The frame was $7,500. I think I spent $5,600 on the frame. And then I got the full Shimano XTR brakes and sprocket setup, chain setup, junk. Everything was Shimano at the moment. My derailleur was XTR Shimano. Everything was at one point in time. The only thing that's changed is now I have the SRAM Eagle electric shifter. That costs $1,000. The handlebars, these are full carbon Yeti bars. They're like $200. I broke a set. This is the second set. The dropper post from Fox. That's Kashima coat. Not cheap. I finally got this switch grade thing. Only with a couple of rides. Not a lot of rides. I just barely bought this. It's really dope. I've probably went through 3 or 4 seats by now. And pedals. This is the first ever. I think these are titanium. I don't know what they are. Metal pedals. These are the first ever metal pedals I've ever gotten. All my pedals have normally been plastic. They've normally been like $50 a pop. I ran through like 3 different versions of those. And these metal joints are amazing. They are very dangerous. They will slice you like there is no tomorrow. It's probably the most dangerous thing on my bike. Obviously, the rims, fully carbon. Them are NB rims. One set was $2,400, and then the other set was $2,300. I cracked one of them, so I lost one of the orange ones. I still have the other gray one, so hopefully that never breaks. But if it does, I have a replacement ready for it. Inside of those rims, we have those Industry 9 hubs. You know what I'm talking about? That sexy sound. Let's see if we can get one. Yeah, that sexy sound right there that you just can't live without. I mean, I don't know whose bike doesn't have it, but I hope you do. The coolest thing is the forks. I got those forks. Those are the last generation 36s, and I sent them out somewhere so they can do like he added a spring to it. Whatever it was, cost like $800, man, and additional on the fork. So the forks themselves were like 1,200. 1,300, and the upgrade made these things like a $2,000 set of forks up front. I upgraded the rotors, and there's like an extended piece because when you get a big rotor, you need to be able to extend it. I upgraded the rotors because the braking was not the setup that I had was not ready for downhill when I first got this bike. And I ended up getting really good at downhill, and I used to just lose the bike all the time, and the bike would be riding me down the mountain instead of me riding the bike down the mountain. And I realized why. It's because I had these tiny ass little ass rotors. Now I got them big jaunts front and back, you know what I mean? So we actually have the ability to stop this bad boy. It doesn't stop that well, but it stops. I went through, I don't know, probably a good 5 or 6 different sets of grips. The Yeti sticker on the bottom was ripped up. Obviously, after so many ram bams and boom bams, that thick ass rubber sticker thing that they put on the bottom of the bike, I had to replace. When I replaced that, I replaced it when I got the bike painted. Why did I get the bike painted? Oh, well, I cracked the frame. So, go figure. That service rewoven the carbon and then repainting the bike and then getting ride wrap to wrap it cost me about $1,500 all in total. And what else? Oh, shit ton of Maxxis tires. I mean, I don't even know how many tires I've I've went through. The number could be crazy, honestly. I wouldn't even be able to tell you. The the whole build, the whole idea, the whole design was all by me. It was literally from part by part, piece by piece. If I can go back, would I switch anything up? One thing, I probably would just go coil. Now that I understand how it works, and now that I'm a better climber, a lot of times, in the beginning, people would say, "Oh, you don't want to. You'd rather have an air shock so you can lock it out, so the climbing's easier." Yeah, but if you're an actual decent climber, then it doesn't necessarily matter if you have a coil or not. Your climb's going to be the climb, and it's going to suck regardless. But if I do another upgrade to this bike, the next upgrade would probably be a coil. Yeah, that would have to be the next thing. The next thing would have to be a coil. But I'm already like $21,000 into this bike, and that's just for the bike. That doesn't include the stuff I wear when I'm rocking the bike. The two different pair of Adidas shoes that cost over $100 a pop. The two different sets of knee pads. One of them that were very expensive. The other ones were moderate, so a couple $100 there. Elbow pads. The full face carbon Fox helmet that costs like $600. The speed frame carbon half cap helmet that costs like $200. And a shit ton of Fox shorts and shirts and gloves that could easily rank up to another $1,000. And then the really cool GoPro that I wear to show video footage of all the freaky shit I'm doing, even though it does no justice to what's going on out there. I think that was like $400 about 400 when I bought the GoPro Max. And GoPro attachments, we're at least $200 deep on GoPro attachments. I have a Fox chest piece, like a chest guard, back guard type thing that I rarely ever wear. And since I've gotten stronger and bigger, it doesn't even fit my body the right way anymore. That thing costs about $200. So all in all, gear, bike, the $700 bike rack, all together, man, we are really close to 30 grand. And if someone would have told me I was going to spend about $30,000 for a fucking bike without a motor just to go have fun and tire myself out and hurt myself, I'd have laughed at them saying, "Nigga, you lost your fucking mind. I'm not doing that dumb shit." But we're here now, and I love her. Carbon. Yeah. Always remember there's only one gang, nigga. Yeti.